Ethan Miller's phone buzzed. Every 8 seconds, notifications, messages, news alerts, videos, opinions. His mind never rested. At 29, Ethan had everything people said should make him happy: a decent job in Chicago, a modern apartment, and total freedom. But every single night, he felt the same quiet panic creeping in. I'm busy, but I'm not building anything. He would start projects only to never finish them. He set goals and then abandoned them. He planned out these perfect mornings that completely collapsed by noon. One night, exhausted and just so frustrated with himself, Ethan whispered a question out loud. Why can't I focus? That simple question would end up changing his entire life. The real breaking point came during a performance review. His manager leaned back in his chair and said, very calmly, "You're talented, Ethan, but talent without focus goes absolutely nowhere." That single sentence hit him harder than any insult ever could. That evening, Ethan sat alone in his apartment, just staring at his phone. And when he realized a truth no one had ever told him. His biggest enemy wasn't failure. It was distraction. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't stupid. He was simply undisciplined. And discipline, he started to understand, was a skill he had never, ever trained. So, Ethan made a choice that night. It wasn't some dramatic, motivational speech kind of moment. It was a quiet, uncomfortable decision he made for himself. He turned off his phone. He deleted all his social media apps. He created a strict daily schedule. And he started waking up at 5:30 a.m. every single day. The first week was brutal. It was pure agony. His mind screamed for comfort, for that easy dopamine hit. His fingers literally twitched, craving distraction. His thoughts were racing all over the place. But instead of giving in, Ethan just stayed still. He sat with the discomfort. And in that struggle, he learned something incredibly powerful. Focus isn't something you find. It's something you build. Ethan started treating his mind like a muscle. Soon, that turned into 1 hour. Then, 1 hour became 3. He completely stopped multitasking. He stopped waiting to feel motivated. Instead, he just started obeying discipline. Every morning, he would ask himself one simple question: what is the single most important task I need to do today? And he refused to move on to anything else until that one thing was done. The days turned into weeks. The weeks turned into months. And slowly, almost without him noticing at first, something changed. The constant noise in his head started to fade. Clarity began to replace the chaos. Confidence started to replace his anxiety. 6 months later, Ethan was not the same man. He finally completed that big project he had once abandoned. He even started that side business he had been talking about for years. But the biggest victory wasn't the money or the career success. It was internal. For the first time in his life, Ethan felt in control, not of the world around him, but of himself. That was the real prize. One evening, Ethan wrote a few words on a sticky note and placed it right on his desk, where he would see it every day. It said, "If you don't control your mind will control you." Success didn't come from luck. It didn't come from talent or from some magical burst of motivation. It came from mastery. Mastery of focus. Mastery of discipline. Mastery of the mind. The world we live in is loud. Discipline is quiet. But discipline wins every single time. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more.